Hey everybody, how are you doing today? This is your host, Jody Almond of the Soulution Live Show, and I'm here this morning just to empower you and encourage you. I want to give you the information and the inspiration to have a transformation in your life and move from struggle to success, whether that be in your personal life or your professional life. I'm here to help you. And with that today, I want to come in and I want to talk to you for a few minutes about the top 3 characteristics I find in the most successful people. Now, let me help you understand. These characteristics are found in people that are just trying to find success in their personal life, overcoming addictions and issues like that, to those who are multi-billionaires that I've been blessed to be able to be in the same room with and be able to talk to and be able to learn from about how they achieve such great success in the business world from them, as well as pastors and ministers who are highly successful. So no matter what scope, and marriages, no matter what scope you give me, I'm going to tell you these 3 characteristics are highly sought in these people who are finding great success. And so I want to share them with you today. So are you ready to dive in? Let's go. Number 1, I want you to notice that one of the characteristics or the traits of highly successful people in this world is being decisive. What I mean by being decisive is they're not going to go another day in the same boat they're in today. They're going to transition. They're going to pivot. They're going to change their life. They're going to find the transformation they're looking for. They're going to move from struggle to success. They're not going to stay in the struggle. They're not going to stay in the ditch. They're getting out. They're going to find a way. And so when you become decisive, it's so crucial, because when you're not decisive, usually you end up staying in a state of complacency or settling. And what you don't want to do is stay there. Because I was just sharing with someone earlier on a phone conversation that so many people in the world, it's like we have all this time to figure things out. I believe a lot of people have the idea that this life is a dress rehearsal. Can I tell you something, my friend? This life is not dress rehearsal. This life is the production. This life is the show. You get one shot at it, right? And I don't know about you, but I want a standing ovation when I'm finished. Not necessarily from the world, but the one who I'm trying to please. And I want a standing ovation when I'm done. And so the thing is that I want to make the most of my minutes. I want to make the most of the time that I have. If for me to do that and be successful, I have to be decisive. I can't be torn between 2 or 3 things. I cannot be tossed here and there. I have to be very decisive. What I mean by that is, as a matter of fact, there's scripture that backs this up from the Word of God that says, you can't be tossed about with every wind that blows, and also that you can't have a mind that is dual focused, right? You can't be focused over here and focused over here. You have to set your attention. You have to focus on what you're doing and give it your attention. You have to be decisive. You can't say, well, today I'm going to eat clean and tomorrow I'm going to eat like trash, or today I'm going to exercise and next week I'm not going to care, or today I'm going to be a good wife or a good husband or a good parent, and tomorrow I'm going to be the worst ever. You see, you have to be decisive if you're going to find success. Number 2, really quick, is not only the most successful people in the world are decisive, but number 2, they are coachable. What I mean by coachable is they realize the need for a mentor in their life. You see, we go through our whole life and we have mentors. We have people who are teaching us to tie our shoes, to eat, to walk, to talk. We have people that are teaching us how to do math and how to understand science, how to learn about history. And we're being taught all these things. This helps us get to the place where we get our high school diplomas, our college degrees, and then we go to a job. And on our job, we get on-the-job training from a supervisor or somebody in the field that we're working in. And they teach us how to do the job more effectively and efficiently. And then oftentimes it seems like we get in a place of our life where we've made it, we've arrived, we don't need anybody. Can I tell you something? A lot of people don't know this, but Michael Jordan, through his whole career, outside of his coach with the Chicago Bulls, he had a private coach that he had hired to help him be better, stronger, faster. He was eat cleaner. He was hiring somebody that would help him become more successful. That's why Michael Jordan became one of the greatest, if not the greatest basketball players of all time, because he had a coach, a mentor. And when I'm talking to you today about these three characteristics that all highly successful people have, the first one is being decisive. The second one is being coachable. You're willing to take the step-by-step system that some mentor that's higher than you can take you to the place you're trying to go can give you. You're willing to execute on those skills and on those teachings that your coach or your mentor gives you. And so it's highly important to be coachable. Again, let me share this. I was just on a Zoom with Kevin Harrington again this week, and he was sharing with us once again how that this is so instrumental in him becoming a multi-billionaire. The fact that he has coaches, even right now in his life. Most people would say, if you're a multi-billionaire, why do you need coaches? Because Kevin Harrington will not settle. He's not saying, I've achieved enough to leave a legacy behind in this world. There's more for me to do. I'm alive. There's more. It's not for me to sit back and just enjoy my money. There's more for me to do to make a difference in the lives of people. And I want you to understand that. And what I want you to understand in that is being decisive, saying, I can't go another day in the struggle. And then saying, I'm going to also get connected with someone who can help bring me to another level. That's what I had to do when I wrote Going All In. I had to connect with some people who could take me globally instead of just reaching my little circle, who could teach me some concepts about the writing and the publishing process that I didn't know. And so I had to get a coach. You know what I've done since then? I've got 2 or 3 coaches right now that I'm working with that are taking me to a higher level in the different fields that I'm working with. I'm not telling you anything I'm not preaching. I've had to be decisive. I've had to learn that if I'm going to have success in my life, I have to be willing to shift. I call it a power shift, because if you've ever driven a stick shift and you're shifting fast, you know, if you accelerate the gas, you can just shift. You don't even have to hit the clutch. You can just hit the gas at a right moment and power shift. And that's what I'm talking about. When you're accelerating so well that you can power shift. And that's what I want to see you do in your life. Move from struggle of pushing the clutch and rolling down the hill to power shifting and getting to where you want to be faster. And so the last thing I want to share with you today is not only being decisive, not only being coachable, but the third one is being resourceful. And being resourceful simply means that you understand, excuse me, that you understand there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be pushback. But what you have to grasp is that where you see obstacles, highly successful people see opportunities. They see opportunities to take this opportunity and move forward. And so what they do is they find the time, they find the money, they find the capabilities, they overcome the obstacles so that they can do that with that coach or that mentor they have. That's why that's so important. That is why it's so important to have a mentor and a coach in your life, because when you have that person, you can help them achieve greater things in life. They can help you, achieve greater things in life. They can help you get to the next level because they are there to encourage you. Think of it this way. A coach and helping you be resourceful is like having Rocky Balboa lay on the mat and his coach is in the corner beating on the canvas, screaming, "Get up, Rock, get up, Rock, you've got this." That's what a coach can help you do. They motivate you when you're at your lowest, when you're broken, when you feel like you're in a setback. If you've got a good coach, they will get you through it. They will pull you up. They will bring the best out of you, and they will help you understand the potential that you have and help you maximize that potential. And so what happens is you become resourceful. And I can tell you in my life, in the last couple of years, I've learned to become resourceful. As a matter of fact, right now, you could take everything away from me. And because I know who my source is, I can find resources to create the life I want to live from nothing. And I know how to do that. Why? Because I've learned to be resourceful. I've learned to listen to mentors and be coachable. And I've learned to be decisive. And if you'll take those 3 characteristics, my friend, I've not always been that way. But if you'll take those 3 characteristics and be decisive, don't go another day. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired of your struggle. I mean, you're just done with it. I did this when I overcame addiction. I did this when I overcame dyslexia. I did this when I overcame, again, addiction of alcohol and drugs and things. I did this when I quit drinking sodas and all I drink now for over 12 years is water. I did this when I'm just cleaned up my diet recently. And for the last month and a half, basically, or a little over a month, I've become a pescatarian. I'm eating only fish and vegetables and no sweets and all that stuff. Why? Because I've become decisive. I said, I want to be healthier. I want to live cleaner. I want to be better. I want to be smarter. I want to be more accomplished and more significant in this world. How am I going to do that? I'm going to be decisive. Not only that, I learned that I have to be coachable. And so the coaches that I'm working with, when they give me advice and information, you know what I do? I implement it. It's not just good reading. It's not just good advice. It's something they're telling me that they did and they learned that has helped them to get to the level I'm trying to go to. So I implement it. And then thirdly, not only coachable, but thirdly, I'm resourceful. Can I tell you something? I have people all the time and they say, Jody, I can't afford this. I can't afford that. I can't do this. I can't do that. Can I tell you something? You can do what you want to do. It's the end of the story. You can do what you want to do. If I came to you right now and on this Zoom and on this call, I said, listen, I have your most loved person in your life. I've got them held hostage. And if you don't give me X amount of dollars by the end of the week, I will take them and you will never see them again. What would you do? What would you do? You would become resourceful, my friend. You would become resourceful. You would do whatever it took to get that loved one back home with you. Can I tell you the problem? When you're in your struggle, your life has been taken hostage. Your dreams, your vision, your goals, your aspirations, your impact you were meant to put on this world has been taken hostage. And the problem is you don't look at it that way. You look at it as it's just what it is. I'm just going to settle. But when you understand you're in the struggle and you have to be resourceful and you have to come up with the money, you have to make the time, you have to become an overcomer of the obstacles that you face and see an opportunity. When you begin looking at life that way, my friend, I promise you, I give you 100% guarantee you will find greater success in your life by implementing being decisive, by implementing being coachable, and by implementing being resourceful. Find the money. Find ways to create the money. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a teaching on that before long and show you some things. But for today, just think about right now, where can I save money? Where can I make money? Where can I get money? How can I find more time? How can I make more time? You can't really make it, but make my life more manageable so that I can gain more time. You see, I'm going to be teaching you on the Soulution Live Show time management strategies. I'm going to be teaching you resourcefulness strategies. I'm going to teach you some of these things because this is the way I found success. So I want to be your tour guide and I want to take you on this journey from moving you in the needle from struggle to success. So, hey, I want you to implement these three things. Be coachable for me today. Be coachable for me today. Be decisive for me today. Look at your list and write out a list. Where am I struggling? Where am I struggling in my life right now? And how can I change this? What do I need to change right now? Can I begin eating cleaner so I can be healthier? If that's something I'm trying to do, let's do it. Can I drop an addiction or can I begin moving away from that addiction? Let's begin to do it. Can I remove some people from my life that are negatively impacting my life and replace them with people who can positively impact my life? Let's begin making those moves. Let's don't wait another day. Can I become a better wife, a better husband? Can I love them deeper, harder, and stronger today? Let's do it. Can I become a better parent? Let's do it. Can I begin taking a class, even a free class online to expand my education? Can I read a book? Let's do it. Right? And so my thing is, let's go. Let's go all in. Let's don't play games. Let's go all in with this thing and watch what happens, because before we know it, we will be older. We will be lying on our deathbed and we will be saying, I should have, I could have, and I would have. But I want you to change that narrative and say, I did. And so today, my friend, become decisive, become coachable, and become resourceful. And you will find yourself in the top 2% of the world being successful. And that's what I want for your life, is for you to move the needle from struggle to success. So until we talk again the next time, know that I want you to be blessed and I'm praying for your success. Let's stay connected and I'll see you again soon. Take care.